The Isle of Man Tourist Trophy, most often simply referred to as the Isle of Man TT, is the most well-known and watched road racing event around the world. Every year, thousands of thrill-seekers head to the island to watch 2 weeks of heart-pumping, adrenaline-filled motorbike action. Whilst the first TT with the format that we are used to today took place in 1907, automotive road racing had taken place on the island since 1904. The introduction of a 20 mph speed limit on British roads in 1903 and an Act of Parliament banning racing on roads caused the Secretary of the Automobile Club of Great Britain and Ireland, Sir Julian Ord, to set off in February 1904 for the Isle of Man because he had a feeling that the Manx authorities would have a much more relaxed attitude towards automobile racing on public roads. He was right, and the Highways Light Locomotive Act 1904 gave permission in the Isle of Man for the 52.15 mile Highlands course. The first race to take place on the island was the Gordon Bennett Eliminating Trial. This race was restricted to touring automobiles and was used to select those to race in the Gordon Bennett Cup. The 1904 race was won by pioneering racer Clifford Earp. In the following year, an event for motorcycles was held a day after the car trial and was won by J.S. Campbell riding a camel, completing the 125 miles or 201 kilometers race in 4 hours, 9 minutes and 36 seconds at an average race speed of 30.04 miles per hour or 48.34 kilometers per hour. On Tuesday the 28th of May 1907, the first Isle of Man TT took place. However, at the time it was called the International Auto Cycle Tourist Trophy. The race was split into two categories, a single-cylinder class and a twin-cylinder class, and was raced over 10 laps of the 15-mile St John's short course. The motorbikes had to be road-legal touring motorcycles with exhaust silencers, mudguards, saddles and pedals. The single-cylinder class race was won by Charles R. Collier, riding a matchless in 4 hours, 8 minutes and 8 seconds at an average race speed of 38.21 miles per hour. The twin-cylinder race was won by trouble-stricken Rem Fowler riding a Peugeot Norton with a time of 4 hours, 21 minutes and 52 seconds with an average speed of 36.22 miles per hour. For comparison, the current race record is 1 hour, 43 minutes and 8 seconds with an average speed of 131.7 miles per hour and was set in 2018 by Peter Hickman during the Senior TT. Whilst the two circuits are different so the two times aren't fully comparable, the difference in average speed shows the evolution of motor vehicles over the past 100 years. The 1911 TT was the first to use the mountain course, a variation of which is still in use today. A 4-lap, 150-mile junior race took place on Friday the 30th of June, and a 5-lap, 189 miles, senior race took place on Monday the 3rd of July. This particular event marked a turning point not only due to the change in track, but also that it was the first TT where commercialism set in, with a grandstand being built at Douglas by the Douglas Corporation. Over the next century, the Isle of Man TT has grown from humble beginnings to one of the world's best-known motorsport events. With the inclusion of the electric TT0 in 2010, it will be interesting to see where this event will be after its first 200 years, or if it will still even exist with increasing health and safety complaints threatening the event's future.